Okay, you guys, it's a little late and I definitely should not be doing this, but I have a terrible sweet tooth right now and I just need something sweet. So I'm going to bake some cookies. I am on a fitness journey. I've been fairly consistently losing weight, and so I want to keep that momentum. If I've calculated everything correctly, I've got about 500 calories that I am still under budget for today. I'm not going to eat that much, but it at least gives me an idea of like where I am with my numbers. So I decided that I'm going to make a low sugar Kentucky butter cake cookie. I know this flavor cookie is very well known from Cookie Crumble, and I found a recipe. I don't know how close it is to the actual crumble cookie, but it's what I'm going to go with for right now. I'm going to make some substitutions to kind of keep it as low sugar as possible. I've never made this cookie this way before, so we're going to give it our best go and hope for the best. So in my mixing bowl, I'm going to take 1 stick of softened butter. The recipe calls for 1/3 of granulated sugar. I do not have granulated sugar. I'm going to use 2/3 cup of their confectioner's sugar. 1/3, 2/3. Okay, and then I'm going to take 2 tablespoons of this brown sugar. And then basically, just using my stand mixer, I'm going to mix this up until it's creamed, okay? While that is creaming, you are going to need 1 egg and some vanilla. I like using vanilla bean paste. I think it's a teaspoon of vanilla. Yes, it's 1 teaspoon of vanilla and an egg. I want to show you guys really quickly. This is what the sugar and butter looks like when it's creamed really well. So now I'm going to add the egg and the vanilla. Now all you're going to need is some flour. The recipe calls for 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour, as well as 1 teaspoon of baking powder. And then you're also going to need 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So this is what it looks like all combined. Let me get my pan here. I'm not gonna bake all of them. I'm just gonna bake maybe 1 for tonight. So I'm gonna take it's kind of a big scoop, I don't know, kind of around this size that I'm doing. I'm gonna just flatten it out just a wee bit. So I wanna see how many this batch makes. All right, so I wanna safely say that this batch makes about 6 84-gram or 3-ounce cookies. There you go. I threw the other ones in the fridge, and now I'm just going to bake the one. Now I need to set my timer for 10 minutes. So now for the butter that goes on top, for the whole batch of cookies, it says 2 tablespoons of butter, 1/4 cup of powdered sugar, 2 teaspoons of water, and 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla. Obviously, I'm only baking 1 at a time. So I'll probably do about 1/2 tablespoon of butter. I don't know, some powdered sugar. I'll see what the consistency is. And I'm going to omit the water and the vanilla just because it's such a small portion as it is. So I'm going to do that really quickly. And I'm literally going to do that in the microwave. I'm not even going to heat it up on the stove or anything like that. Okay, so I've got, I actually have 1/4 of a tablespoon of butter. And I'm going to take 1/2 tablespoon of powdered sugar. So this is what it's looking like. It doesn't look like much, but I only have the 1 cookie, so it doesn't make sense for me to, I may add like a little dash of water. So what you're supposed to do, you're supposed to, while it's still hot, take the butter and put it over. I could show you guys a better angle. Finish topping this off with butter. This is what she's looking like. And let this kind of cool down, and then we'll do our little taste test. All right, you guys, let's see if it was worth the wait. Okay, so she's nice and warm now. I know you can add powdered sugar at the top, but I really don't need it. But for aesthetic reasons, if you want, you can add powdered sugar. So now for the true test. So she's got a slight taste in the back of my mouth, but it is slight. For the most part, I like it. It is definitely hitting the spot, and I'm definitely gonna be baking those other ones. So there's an option for you. I know there are cookie recipes out there that are less calories than this one because it does ask for quite a bit of butter and flour and all that, but this is still a good alternative to a full-on cookie, or for me, a bowl of cereal right now, so.